Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We've got the A's in town for the last interleague season of the year. We did sweep the A's out in Oakland all fairly easily, but you know, maybe taking away the DH is what they need. So normal lineup in. Said it a few times recently, but say it again. We don't have an off day till July 3rd, which is getting closer, but these guys have played a lot of games in a row. There are a few less games in July thanks to the All-Star break. Probably about due for another round of voting, but I'll let you guys know as soon as I see it. Stitch is on the mound today. And I did not see the Reds lineup, or the Reds. That's who we just played last week, or last series. Delman Young's going to start off in this lineup, so I don't know what the A's lineup looks like without a DH. We'll find out as we go. I didn't take a look while we were getting set up here. Stitch is starting things off with a 3-0 count. Not what you want to see. That's a 4-pitch walk to start the game. Alright. Here's Teruhito Iguchi. I do apologize. My pronunciation of that's probably terrible. So Young immediately tries to steal second and is easily thrown out. So that erases the walk from the board. Iguchi, though Stitch still hasn't thrown a strike. That's 6 straight balls. That was a borderline, but he got the benefit of the doubt. It's outside. 3-1. Another walk. Back-to-back walks to start this game. Only 1 strike thrown in that stretch. It's Eric Chavez, who is down 0-2. There's a swing. 3 straight strikes there. That's 2 outs on the inning. Here's Elegant Joe. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Now, it seems like Stitch has finally found his groove here. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So an uneven inning to be sure out of Stitch, but it is no runs, no hits. Take a look. Yeah, it looks like everybody out there, other than Chris Denorfia, who was the DH, looks like he just gets left behind in this lineup. Livingston on the mound. We did see him out there in Oakland, though I can't remember a lot about him. Kester at the plate has an 0-2 count. Looks at all 3 pitches. All 3 were strikes. Marvin will bat right-handed. So that pitch is down and in. Misses low. Now a 2-0 count. There's a called strike. Another called strike will make it 2-2. High in the air, Livingston called for it on his own. And I can't tell that he and the second baseman kind of standing next to each other. Somebody started to drop it and the other one came up with it. I'm not sure which way that actually ended up going. But it was caught at the end of the day. Chief grounds out to short. So for having all zeros on the board, it was kind of a lot of drama in that first inning. Torrey Hunter's going to lead things off for the A's.
48, Torrey Hunter, center fielder.
That curveball bounces in. There's a changeup for a strike. Fastball for a strike, both elevated. Slider in there for strike 3. That's probably the most solid strike he's thrown all day. Oh, that's it. That is a change I missed. It was Omar Vizquel playing shortstop. Now it's Omar Infante. Infante with a 2-1 count. There's a called strike. At least I think that was the A's. Now I'm questioning myself. I think. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that was the A's. I wish I were more confident than I am now. I'm really thinking hard about it. Anyway, Hall at the plate, the catcher. He's got an 0-2 count with 2 outs and nobody on base. Slider in there to end the inning. Still all zeros as we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Terry's going to lead things off for Indianapolis.
Number 4, Terry, first baseman.
First pitch to Terry is down in the dirt. Pops this one up. Chavez waiting on it. 1 away. Here comes Frank. First pitch, a slider in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Ground ball to third. Chavez handles that one as well. 2 away. Here comes Tom. Going through a little slump of his own. Looks at a ball. So he bounces that in. 2-0. There's a called strike. 2-1. Hits this one. 1 hop to Mike Sweeney, who will step on the bag to end the inning. Still all zeros as we go into the 3rd, and Sweeney's going to lead it off for Oakland.
Number 5, Mike Sweeney, first baseman.
Mike Sweeney possibly having the worst year of his career, hitting below 200 and 4 home runs. He's got a 1-1 count in this at-bat. That pitch goes outside. Fouled away. That'll make it 2-2. Little bloop over the mound. Kester will catch it on the fly. Here is Livingston. Bobby Livingston, apparently. I don't remember this guy at all. Got a hell of a line for a pitcher in the American League, hitting .286 with a homer and 2 RBIs. He will ground. Well, that's going to go down as a hit. I don't know where Kester thought he was going. Joey comes all the way over to pick it up, so that will go down as an infield hit. So Delman Young back to the plate. Walked in his first at-bat and then was caught stealing. Hits into a double play. Yes. 3-6-1 double play. The A's do have a hit on the board. So can't say it's all zeros. Zach at the plate now to start things off in the bottom of the 3rd. Starts off with a curveball for a strike. That pitch is too low. Swings at a high one to make it 1-2. Misses inside. Called strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. Here's Joey. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here's Stitch. He will look at a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Looks at strike 3. Well, we go to the 4th inning. Nearly all zeros on the board now. Iguchi's going to lead things off for Oakland. Or he walked as well. First pitch is out of the zone, a curveball. And that fastball too far inside. Stitch really just laboring out there today. He did end up with 5 strikeouts first time through the A's order, which is just shocking given how he's pitched today. Iguchi with a 3-1 count after Stitch having to just lob over a fastball. And then gets a swing and a miss on the changeup to fill the count. There's a ground ball to Joey. 1 away. Here is Chavez, struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the slider. Puts this one over to Joey on a, probably get credited as a line out. So here's Elegant Joe, who also struck out in his first at-bat. That changeup not very close. And a fastball in the dirt makes it 2-0. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swings. Gosh, it wasn't anywhere close to that curveball, and it wasn't even that good of a curveball. Hits this one, but not very hard. Terry's going to step on the bag, and that'll end the top of the inning. Still no scores. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, where Kester's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. 4 strikeouts for Livingston the first time through the Squirrels order. Kester was one of those. Starts off with the ball in this at-bat. Bounces another one in to make it 2-0. Down and out, it's 3-0 now. Tosses over a changeup for strike 1. Another changeup for strike 2. We've now got a full count. Kester doesn't swing at a single pitch in that at-bat and strikes out. So that'll bring in Marvin. He's credited with a flyout, though I think it was on the infield still. It's got an 0-2 count at the moment. He will swing and miss for strike 3. Here's Chief. He ground out in his first at-bat. First pitch is called a strike. Fouls this one away to make it 0-2. That will be the Squirrels' first base hit and first base runner. So here's Terry, credited with the flyout in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Say check over on first. I can't imagine Chief going anywhere, especially when Terry had an excellent game yesterday to finish up that Reds series. Terry with a 2-1 count. Puts this one into center field. Hunter will make the catch. Thought that one had a chance of falling in, but no such luck. So now both teams with a hit, but no runs in the game. And Torrey Hunter is going to lead things off.
Number 48, Hunter.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Second pitch catches the outside corner. And he fouls that one off his foot. Seems to be fine. Fouled away. That'll make it 0-2. Little pop-up. Stitch is going to field it over by the third baseline. One down. Here is Omar Infante.
Omar Infante.
Struck out in his first at bat. And starts off with a strike here. Ground ball to Kester. 2 down. And here is Hall at the plate.
Toby Hall.
Struck out in his first at bat, and he will start off with strike 1 here. That pitch a bit high, makes it 1-1. High again, makes it 2-1. That one just misses the inside corner. We've got a 3-1 count. And we get a ground ball right down the third base line. Chief over to first, and that will end the top of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1 hit apiece for the teams. Everything else is zeros. Frank's going to come to the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat. We'll look at strike 1. That pitch is up and out. Up the middle, that will be the second Squirrels hit of the day, a leadoff single. So here comes Tom. Ground out in his first at-bat. First pitch is called a strike. Hits this one just foul down the first base line. Makes it an 0-2 count. This one, that's going to stay fair right down the left field line and roll all the way to the wall. Frank will stop at third. Tom will stop at second. Puts 2 runners in scoring position for Zach with nobody out. Zach well ahead of that pitch. I think it ended up being a changeup. This one is fair. Long throw for Chavez, but he makes it. Neither runner advances. Here's Joey, now with 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out, and they are going to intentionally walk him. Well, it's too early to go for a pinch hitter, I feel, especially in a scoreless game. So we'll see what Stitch can do. Bases loaded with 1 out. First pitch is called a strike at the knees. Ground ball, throw goes home, and there is the second out of the inning. Bases still loaded, now with 2 outs, and Kester at the plate. Kester, a very hittable pitch, and he let it go by. Hits this one, not going to do the job. Livingston waiting for it behind the mound. That ends the inning. A major scoring chance goes unanswered for the Squirrels. Sweeney's going to start things off for Oakland in the 6th inning. Looked at the wrong inning box, and one of those things where I said what I read instead of what I meant to say. Sweeney looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, here's Livingston. He has the lone A's hit of the day, and it really shouldn't have been. Some kind of miscommunication on the defense. Almost gets a solid hit here, but it hooks just foul down the right field line. And that pitch is up and in. Livingston lays off. Called strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning. Here's Delman Young. He has walked and hit into a double play. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one right on first base. Terry catches it on the base to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still no score. Marvin's going to lead it off for the Squirrels. He is 0 for 2 today. He will look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And that fastball is too low. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. That'll bring Chief to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He'll look at a strike. That pitch runs outside. Hits this one foul down the left-hand side. Oh, barely fouled that one off, but still counts. And that fastball is too high. It's a 2-2 count. Livingston's thrown quite a few pitches in this at-bat already. And gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. So here is Terry. He's put the ball in the air both times, but not very far. Looks at strike 1 in this at-bat. Line drive, but pulls it well foul. 0-2. This is going to get down for a base hit out into right field. 2-out single brings Frank to the plate. Got a base hit at his last at-bat. First pitch is in there for a strike. This is another base hit into right field. Terry will go on to third. Here comes the throw to third, but it will not be in time. Runners on the corners. With 2 outs, Tom with a double in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Line drive through the left side, and that will break the tie. Finally a run in this game. Squirrels take a 1-0 lead. Still have 2 on, but with 2 out. And Zach will look at strike 1. Swings and misses. That gives him a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Squirrels put a run on the board as we go into the 7th inning. Iguchi is due up for the A's. Zach made that last out, so let's get a pitching change out here. Put Johnston into that spot. And that will bring Quinton down here into the 9-hole to play right.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 27, Johnston.
Iguchi 0 for 1. He walked in his first at-bat. Grounds this one to third for the first out of the inning. Chavez is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout, though I think it was an infield flyout. It's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat. He will get a base hit into left. Will it be a double? No. Frank did a good job getting that back in. So here's Elegant Joe. He's 0 for 2. Slurve misses the zone. As does that fastball. 2-0. Misses again. 3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk. A's with 2 runners on. And we're going to get a pinch hitter. Take out Torrey Hunter for Jack Cust. Although, hey, those are pretty decent numbers. I don't know why he's not DHing. But I guess the A's didn't ask me what I thought. Cust will swing and miss. Hits this one. This could be a double play ball. No, can't get the throw to first in time. So 2 away, runners on the corners. We're now going to get a pinch runner. Chris DeNorfie is going to come in to run for Cust. Infante at the plate takes a ball high. Let me check over on first. Bounces in a slurve to make it 2-0. Tying run is on third. And a 3-0 count at the plate. That's a base hit up the middle. This game is tied at 1. The A's still with 2 on with 2 outs. And here is Hall at the plate. First pitch, a backdoor slurve. And then, will this get over Joey's head? No. We get to the 7th inning stretch. We are tied at 1. Joey will lead off on the other side. right, Livingston still on the mound, and why not? Joey at the plate. Our why not for Stitch was, that's our rules. If we got a lead after 6, we go to the bullpen. Joey in the left, that'll fall in for a base hit. So, leadoff man aboard for Quinton, who will bat right-handed. Looks at a strike on a changeup. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. And that curveball down under Quinton's hands. Hits this one, but a little bloop to short, and Fontaine makes the catch. One away, here's Kester. He's 0 for 3. Livingston starting to tire out there. Misses that pitch outside. That one's too high. Now Kester showing bunt, but shows it way early. If you're looking to sacrifice, that was a pretty good one. Runner in scoring position for Marvin. There are 2 outs. Oh, and watches a fastball right down the middle. Oh, that changeup nowhere close. Called strike on that changeup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the 7th inning. We're still tied at 1. Sweeney due up for the A's as we go into the 8th. So that means Johnston will get another inning.
Number 5, Mike
Sweeney 0 for 2. He hits a ground ball to third. 1 down. Livingston will get to hit for himself. A's are going to squeeze everything they got out of him. He is 1 for 2 on the day. And Kester will make that grab. It was in a little bit of a dangerous spot, but enough air that Kester could get over there. Delman Young did walk in his first at-bat. Has not reached base since. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. Oh, that sinker wasn't a very good one. That one wasn't much better, but Young swung at that one for some reason. And it comes up empty on the fastball to end the top of the 8th inning. Quick inning for Johnston. We go to the bottom half where Chief is going to lead off for the Squirrels. Oh, even after letting him hit, the A's still change pitchers. It's a bit of a confusing sequence. So here's Eric Gagne to take over on the mound. Chief 1 for 3 so far on the day. Looks at a strike on a fastball. A little bit of a high fastball. Hits a high hop on the curve, and there's not going to... Well, Chavez did make the throw, but he probably shouldn't have. Terry got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks at the curveball for a strike. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, here is Frank. He's 2 for 3 so far. Runner still on first. Looks at strike 1. That one a bit too high. Fouled away. That'll make it 1-2. That curveball is inside. Makes it 2-2. Into left field. That'll get down for a hit. Chief is on his... Oh, nope. Changes his mind, which makes Frank have to slam on the brakes and go back. 2 on with 1 out for Tom, who's got his average up to 298, almost back up in that 300 range. Looks at a changeup for a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. That fastball too high. This is hit right to Infante. This should be a double play, and it is 6-4-3. Well, we move into the 9th inning. We are tied at 1. Aguchi will lead things off. Johnston, we're going to try to get him through 3 here. It was a quick 8th, so that should help. Aguchi has walked and then ground out twice. He swings and misses at the first pitch here. Swings and misses again. Swings and misses for the 3rd time. 1 away. Eric Chavez got a base hit in his last at-bat. I do believe he was the one to come around and score. Has a 1-1 count. High fastball called strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here's Elegant Joe. He walked in his last appearance and gets a base hit out into right in this at-bat. 1 on with 2 outs. Brings Denorfia to the plate, his first at-bat today. Originally came in as a pinch runner. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will bring us to the bottom of the 9th inning. We are tied at 1. Pitcher spot due up next. We are not going to let Johnston hit here. We will send Sweeney out there. All right, Gagne still on the mound. And he gets the call on that high changeup. Oh, and Sweeney missed a very hittable pitch. 0-2. This is right to Sweeney, the other Sweeney, for the first out of the inning. All right, Joey has struck out, was intentionally walked, and then got a base hit, and gets another base hit here. The runner aboard for Quinton. He will flip around left-handed. Got a pop-up back in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. That pitch way outside. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here is Kester, hitless today. Did have a sac bunt in his last at-bat. Can't do that here. Looks at strike 1. That curveball inside. This one over the plate. 1-2. Changeup misses down and away. Looks at a fastball right down the middle to end the 9th inning. We're going to go into the 10th. Tied at 1. Infante will lead things off for the A's. Who do we want to pitch? Let's go with Jones again. He had 1 inning yesterday. That will go to Kester's spot. And let's actually move Chief to second.
Your attention, please. Now for Indianapolis, number 25, Jones.
All right, first pitch is ground back towards the middle. Joey will get it over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Hall. He is 0 for 3. He will also ground to short. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Number 5, Mike Sweeney.
So here is Sweeney. Pops it. 3 pitches, 3 outs. What's not to love about that, especially as you're going into extra innings? Still tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 10th, where Marvin will lead things off. Marvin 0 for 4, and I think with 3 strikeouts. Watches that curveball bounce in, and looks like that's going to be the last pitch Gagne throws. So instead, he will now face... How's it? Joe Devine will take over. Marvin will stay left-handed. He's got a 1-0 count. Oh, that pitch, I'm sure where Devine wanted it. That's a strike, and Marvin puts it right to Sweeney at first. 1 away, here's Chief. He's 2 for 4 today. Feels like somebody might need to put it over the wall to end this one. It's got a 1-1 count. Line drive into center, right center, somewhere where that line is. Either way, it's a hit. He's going for for 2, and he will make it there. A runner in scoring position for Terry. This could end it right here. Oh, threw a fastball right down the middle, and Chief's going to basically walk home. And that will end this ball game. Final score today, Oakland Athletics 1, Indianapolis Squirrels 2. A bit more excitement, but Squirrels do get it done. And it didn't take a home run, just back-to-back line drives to right field. All right, Terry's going to be your player of the game for that walk-off hit. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We'll be back here tomorrow with Game 2 of this series. We'll see you then.